Hello and welcome back once again to the ESL ESEA Pro League. I'm Alex Machine Richardson, joined by Jason for our third game of the night. It's going to be good. You have been rubbing your hands together ever since you saw this result on paper. It's going to be TSM up against fnatic and on no other map than Overpass. And while these guys cut each other, let's talk a little bit about how they've fared in previous results.
Yeah, so why I wanted to see this match so bad was because fnatic and TSM have met 18 times in 2015.
18?
18. But TSM have won 14 times out of the 18 times.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So TSM seem to be fnatic's kryptonite when it comes to playing each other. They did meet one time on Overpass in the PGL finals where we did have a 16-11 win for TSM. So some past results do stand in their favor. But fnatic coming off of the big win at DreamHack Tours, that's definitely one thing we have to keep in mind. A lot of momentum, a lot of morale boost for their team, especially when they had the recent swap of in-game caller from Pronax over to flusha. You got to keep that in mind. It's got to be a big confidence boost for flusha. And he even said during the event, he doesn't like calling, it's not his desired position, but he does it because he knows his teammate needs some time to, relax and recharge his batteries before he can get back into that calling mood. But here we go, Alex, we're kicking off Overpass between fnatic and TSM. Looks like fnatic will be on the CT side and TSM over on the Terra side.
Yeah, and TSM choosing to stick with the T side, it seems, off the back of that knife round. Let's see how far they can fare in this one. Already they are looking to go for a pretty committed push towards this middle area, and there's going to be some TTs around there as well. Olofmeister is going to be the first to draw blood, but TSM quick to respond as they do get the trade as well as taking down JW. And they've invested heavily into armor for this T side. Great pickup from Crims though, on towards Long. That's going to be Device's pressure from Toilets completely neutralized, and immediately TSM back away and go, nope, not interested in that, and head through connector.
They left B almost completely open. They do have one man on the high ground. That's going to be a flush, I believe, but with the help of the smoke coming in, they'll be able to get the bomb down in just a few seconds. Flush now rotating down towards the lower side. Kerrigan, looks like the bomb will be planted. So now it's a 3-on-3 after plant situation. flusha does spot out two men, but they have Zipnix off to the side towards short, who can cause a little bit of disruption. Look at that boost coming in, and he connects a shot on a KGB. flusha going big. He's got a man to worry about towards water, and now Zipnix rotating in from short.
fnatic have really thought about this, and Zipnix knows he's in trouble. Two to find, and the bomb is his best friend at this point. Crims is going for the hold, and he just needs to check it, and they do manage to bait it out. Time still ticking away, and fnatic are going to go on the hunt. They should have that, especially with the kit of Crims. And if he hadn't have had that, that would not have been his.
That's why they baited it, because they knew they had time. They didn't have to send, Pronex off to chase him, off to chase Zipnix on short to guarantee to pick up the kill or to guarantee to pick up the defuse. So, nice job by fnatic. A lot of kills being traded early on, a lot of early aggression out of fnatic to shove those two men straight through. And look at this shot out of flusha.
Oh, just his heels on the bricks as well, just to give him enough height to boost his comrade up. And we are going to be seeing a pretty scattered by a scout, 2 SMGs and 2 rifles, Pronex and Crims, the men wielding them. Let's see how far they can get with this one then, as it looks like TSM have managed to put an AK into the hands of KGB. And they bought full armor. Kerrigan the only man to make the sacrifice, of course, providing that AK for his buddy Cajun.
I think it just barely catch out Cajun there.
That's big. flusha goes down, and now they're going to be starting to create some sort of pressure on towards this B side. Create it fast. Pronex is the man you need to keep your eyes on, though, as he is present on short, and I'm not sure TSM are going to give it too much of a second thought. They should have, though, as Device goes down, and here comes the return.
So Zipnix able to just get the kill back onto Pronex. Olofmeister now flanking from Monster. Tunnel picks up one. Look at the second. Can't connect the spray, unfortunately. They're going to come in, but he's going to turn towards the backside where he's got Kerrigan waiting. Picks up the 1v1 duel. Now it's a 3-on-2. Zipnix into pre. Up against Crims, Olaf, and JW, and the bomb has made its way back up connector. They're heading straight towards the A site where Crims and JW are on the quick rotate, and this is going to be tough to take. They have 2 flashes, so they could flash off bank, flash off drop down. But look at the man inside towards truck. Crims is going to pick up one. He's looking for the second. They're just buying time, so Olaf can potentially rotate around, but Zipnix needs to make something happen soon. He gets 1 kill. Now, looking for Crims in this one-on-one situation. This is being played so well by Crims. He's just dancing around the truck, but there we go. He picks up the kill. Olofmeister coming around towards stairs now. And Zipnix with 3 kills under his belt, if I can read correctly. And Olaf with 2 under his. Comes down to the 1v1. And Zipnix is just watching the spot. He spots him. I can't get the shot. And Olaf with the flick picks up the kill. And that will be fnatic taking their second round, but it was costly.
Super costly, and Zipnix was so close to bringing that second one home for TSM. Olaf just, I mean, if anyone you don't want to be up against in a 1v1, it's Olaf. So quick on the trigger. Managed to pick that one up for his team with a swift flick. TSM, they managed to make it so very costly. They're looking to buy into this one because they know there's going to be a great deal of problems on the side of Fnatic in regards to the buy scout and double FAMAS for them.
But we should look at Olaf and Crims in this round because Olaf had a perfect spawn to rush straight through into bathrooms and maybe catch him off towards Fountain. And with him being pushed up here, he now knows, guys, they're not even towards A at all. There might be one man, but TSM, they're grouped up towards B. And this little bit of information that Fnatic has gotten has allowed them to rotate over, get in better spots, and maybe shut this push down. Oh, look, his Cajun hasn't been spotted out. Device either. And that's Pronax sitting back towards Toxic. He finally does get the shots off the Cajun, but he can't hit him onto him just yet, and he'll get overrun.
That's going to really kick him. Pronax is going to be kicking himself after that one. They're low on health, though. TSM have had chunks taken out of them, and we'll see how influential that may be. Olaf Meister cautious.
Cajun, what is he doing?
Behind
they're not playing the bomb.
What?
Cajun, like, he had the bomb, he was in water, and then he's like, all right, Device, you plant instead, and well, luckily for him, he picks up the kill, so it works out, but that might have been a huge misplay, and they're going for the boost again. Flusha, or JW, can he get the shot? And he gets it!
I mean, I was just kind of trying to get into the heads of TSM, like, would you have realized where Flusha killed you from before? I'm not sure they actually did, and it's evidence now that Fnatic are going to keep using that until people cotton on, and here comes Dupree's health. 16 is all he has, and he's going to be caught off by Crims. This retake from Fnatic is starting to take shape, and 2 more to find. Time is of the essence, though, as they do have a kit, and they're going for it. JW holding the perfect angle. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, the spray comes in,
Carrigan.
and TSM turn up. More so Carrigan, as the double with the Galil is going to secure that round, and TSM applying constant pressure to the Fnatic defense.
Yeah, the little bit of a meta shift that we've seen happen with just Terra's team just buying up constantly to just keep this pressure on. So on the CT side, you can't get comfortable. You can't get all the molly smokes, flashes you want to use. And then you have to keep forcing everything you possibly have. But there we go. TSM securing their first. Fnatic now on the pistol armor. And Olaf, JW, Pronax all pushing up as quick as they possibly can. And TSM, they're taking a little of a slower pace in this round. They don't want to lose any guns after winning that last. And they need to keep every bit of economy that they can have.
So, as this one hits a standstill, 3 CZs, 5-7 and a P250 for the Fnatic boys. TSM in a much better situation, but safe to say that Fnatic's aggressive, an offensive defense is a good way to summarize what they're going for. And JW could catch them off guard here, as could Olaf, but they seem to be well aware he threw out smoke earlier, and it's going to completely catch him off. The timing is going to be pretty frustrating as JW does get the better of Device after paying a heavy price. 15 HP remaining for him.
And he saw the bomb too. He got the bomb down when he got the kill over onto Device. So we got some really crucial information, but now Pronax coming in from the backside, look for the kill onto Dupree, can't actually connect the shots onto him. And now JW, he's between a rock and a hard place, would be easy to say, as Cajun comes in from the back and picks up the kill.
Yeah, and TSM making this nice and clean, it seems. Device the only man to go down. And Flusha with it all to do, and there's a big swarm of terrorists, takes another big chunk out of the health bar of Cajun B, and Nade's not going to do anything either. There was so much more potential for that nade, but now Flusha is just going to be taken down. Took Zipnix with him, or Zipex, if you really want to do it. But I saw people saying, is it Zipnix, is it Zipex? He's been Zipnix for so long, guys. I think he's going to be Zipnix.
Okay, I think it was Anders that called him Zipnix first.
And everyone kind of followed on.
Yeah, but he says it's named Zipix.
Yeah, in the interview recently with Parlay, he said, yeah, it's always been Zipex. I mean, I don't look at a 9 and think E, I'm going to be honest.
It's supposed to be an upside down E, right?
Yeah, that's right. Or a G, you know? Zip-Gix. Either way, names aside, we're going to be sticking with Zipnix for now. And we are seeing a complete clean eco from the Fnatic.
Device with that MAC-10. He's going to secure 2 kills. That's a lot of money in his pockets. Maybe looking for the third like JW, who just can't connect the shots. Finally does get the kill onto him. The rest of TSM, though, they push over towards long. Fnatic have no one even to defend onto the site, so TSM should have a clean take once they do make their way through. And it should ideally be another round in their pocket, but let's see if Fnatic can hold on. Well, actually some good damage being done. I believe that was Olaf Meister there from stairs, but he will fall to the grenade. And now Flusha going to rotate through. JW actually flanked all the way around, so he's looking for some exit frags, and so is Flusha as well. Oh gosh, did he see him? Did he see him jump? No.
He got his pistol out. Maybe he did. He's just going to be taking his time as they look to hold on to this SMG. I mean, Flusha, he's looking for some exits, but... Oh my god. Oh, JW is one with the rock. He's got his camouflage on, and He's going to walk straight into him. How quick can you react? Not quick enough, as JW grabs that, and he's got his eyes set on that AK. And dupreeh says, not today, as he takes him down. And that's going to be a little bit more crippling for JW and his economy, as he did go down after the round ended. Did he not? Oh, damn. Either way, you're not going to be seeing them. But with that full bite, and Device is going to finally put an AWP in his hands.
Well, let's see if he can do work with it. He's been actually watching towards long most rounds. He'll be going there yet again. We do have not a lot of flashes, though, to work with on the side of fnatic, so they have to be very cautious, and that's why they're reinforcing this big push outside towards long and towards fountain, towards playground. And I think they're able to catch him out. Crims in this perfect spot, gets the kill on a Kerrigan. And that doesn't give them that early control. So the flashes that they don't have, they make up for by being really aggressive in the beginning and catching TSM off guard to give them the man advantage.
Yeah, and dupreeh is going to kind of take some sort of mid-control. The wallbang is going to be close, but no cigar to Pronax. As you lose that man early, you have to remember, of course, you have a glass cannon AWP, you have no head armor across the board for fnatic. They are going to be vulnerable. But I mean, when you're against the AKs from TSM, it's not the biggest sacrifice you have to make. Those guys are incredibly close to each other. Cage and Olaf just either side of the smoke, and that's a real nice angle from Olaf, just rattling off a couple of shots. Nothing going to come of it just yet, though, but he did manage to bait out Cajun through the smoke, and we're going to be seeing him pick that one up, as numbers now read 5-3, and TSM cautiously hunting for a pick still.
They do have Flusher, though. Still back towards B. They're playing very passive towards B, though. No one actually is committing in towards site. But let's see what they can do about this. TSM, they have grouped up. They do have one smoke. They have a molly, 3 flashes to work with. And they don't spot out Flusher in time, and he gets the first fantastic kill as Zipnix makes his way through, completely blind out. Flusher going to cut towards water. He will get one, but he won't get Zipnix, and the bomb will get planted. But now, in a 1-on-4, he will get the first kill. He can't switch over to Olaf quick enough. And that'll be fnatic tying things back up, 3 apiece.
So with the defuse coming in, that is going to be a level playing field for the guys, the boys in blue, as we are now looking at a pretty even scoreboard as well. It's always nice to just press tab and see how things are going. Pronax, he's been always playing this kind of barrel area over on that B site and hasn't been to too much success just yet. I mean, he's kind of being peeked out by TSM. TSM, well, all too familiar with Pronax's position, and it has cost them, or cost him at least, early in this game. But we do have that level playing field, and not so much of a level buy, as you can see TSM just cobbling together what they can.
And
I say that. Device just hovered over. There was obviously an AK on the floor, and Cajun B just the Galil.
I'm surprised to see TSM not kind of be a little more passive when it comes to the beginning, over towards the A site, you know, over towards playground and party. Because they've been caught out there multiple times, and it seems like they've been just focusing on to this B site where, again, Pronax and Flush have rotated their positions. They're no longer holding from Toxic. And they have Flush back towards water. They have Pronax back towards CT, and not even Olaf rotating in to help out. And TSM, they might be walking into a trap, but they make their way through. They get towards the site. Then they can do some decent damage, but they're going to be pushed on so quickly. The entirety of fnatic have started to rotate in, and Kerrigan was the only one actually pushed in towards site. They couldn't even get the bomb down.
The T side is just getting completely picked apart. Olafmeister gets one, Flusher's there to back him up as well, and now all onto the shoulders of dupreeh, who's yet to see the action. He's just basically thrown out his nades. He's going to be taken down by Crims, and a pristine round from the fnatic guys. JW took a bit of a battering, but that didn't bring him down, and now fnatic, as they pick this one up, is going to apply some extra pressure to TSM, as they're going to be forced to go P250s and nades, it seems, into the 8th round.
Not a bad showing by fnatic. You know, they've lost 3 rounds already, but they've been able to stay focused. Like I said, the last round, pristine for them, not losing a single man, and had a great retake, great read into it too when they rotated everyone over towards that B side. And that nade, did a little bit of damage to Cajun B, but JW with the op towards long, he's gonna pretty much lock down this area. Oh wow, he gets dinked up to 14 health with the P250 out of dupreeh. So be forced to back away, so some good damage done, but they have to worry about Crims. He's like smoked in both angles, so they have to walk their smoke to get to him, and that's going to be obviously a free kill or 2 for him, unless they get lucky, and they get a couple of dinks in, but fnatic just holding strong, holding steady, pick up the 2 kills.
dupreeh, once again, all too familiar, is going to be the last man standing. Boosted up for JW to end this one. And fnatic, it's almost reminiscent of VP on D2. We just see them constantly finding boosts, finding spots where it'll be favorable. And that's going to be another round on the board for fnatic.
They're starting to build up a lot of momentum, too. In the last, what, 2 rounds? Trying to see on my screen really quickly. They haven't lost a single man. In the last 3 rounds, they've lost 2. So that kind of shows you how one-sided these rounds have, in fact, been. And TSM, they're struggling for kills. They're struggling for an entry frag anywhere. Again, they're kind of spanning out over towards this B side. They seem to favor this area, while fnatic, in the meantime, have pushed out completely towards Fountain. Crims, JW, Olaf, all in this direction. And they now know TSM. All right, they're going towards B. You could probably expect them to be in the connector. Could probably expect them to be in towards short. And this is going to be dangerous. I don't think TSM are going to expect a flank coming in. If Crims picks up a little bit quicker, then this is going to be just destruction. TSM. Let's see if they can pick up anything off this, though. They're looking for the bomb plant. You can see the man on site, Carrick, completely blinded out for an infinity. Flush shot will fall. TSM able to pick up 2.
That was a full flash for Karrigan. They've got their set nades and they've finally worked out this boost. And Olafmeister should pay the price. He doesn't. Device is going to be kicking himself as now the 2 TSM boys are going to try for something. And it's not going to be found to too much avail. Pronix has picked up 2. He's going to be hungry for the 3rd. It's actually Crims who mops up the last. And we are once again witnessing fnatic, who seem to be such a momentum-based team at this point. They are once again going to be rolling. Now this is the 4th in a row for them. TSM just picked up 3 in between after their strong 3rd round. And once again, their economy is looking a little shaky.
Yeah, it's in shambles. It really is, at least for TSM side. And fnatic, as long as they keep the men alive, they're going to keep growing that economy. And just to reiterate for you guys at home, these 2 teams have met 18 times in 2015. fnatic have only won 4 times. 4 out of 18. Not the best track record between them. And I think fnatic are coming out to play again, coming off the high of DreamHack Tours, winning that one. And they're looking damn solid on CT side here. And Olaf just kill by kill, just keep feeding it over to him. 2 kills already in this round. That's again using that smoke to perfection on the man. Carrigan just runs straight past him. He's in sight. He's gonna go for the bomb plant. No one even saw him go straight past, and he's gonna get the bomb. He's gonna get the money.
Wow.
He's looking for the kill. He won't get it, unfortunately. fnatic, that was a little bit of a slip up.
Yeah, I think Olafmeister was like, guys, there's one pushing towards the site. I can't leave, but someone else needs to.
Well, that shows how fnatic are playing the map. They're pushing 2 people up towards bathrooms, 1 man towards long. They're not actually keeping anyone on site. They want to fight fnatic or fight TSM away from the site. So when there is a battle, people can rotate from B quick enough to stop them from getting the bomb plant. But that was just that was just Carrigan being slippery, just running straight through.
Yeah, and there are risks in an offensive defense, but fnatic haven't run into any of them, and their economy is so stacked at this point. 2 players are above 10k currently. And 11 rounds in, that's going to keep them pretty covered. Look at Olafmeister go! Oh, Device was ready. That's a big exchange, and that's the AWP now down and out, or one of the AWPs down and out of the fnatic side, as now we are going to be seeing another frag picked up. KJB, the man behind the magic, is... Flush is like, nope, not having any of that, back straight away, as JW elsewhere is going to be rattling off another onto Device.
He just wanted to know that I could have killed you, but I decided I wanted to let you live this time.
Just, this is how I'm feeling today. As he... shoos them away, closing the door in their face, and look at this rotate from TSM. There's 3 members from fnatic all stacked on towards the A site, and they're starting to set up for B.
If we look at the map really quickly, look where TSM are. They are
on the other side.
They're in their spawn practically. Like, that's how kind of safe they're playing. They have a 4-on-3, 1-man advantage, I guess we can say. So they're playing it slow. They're trying to play it safe because they realize we need this round, guys. We can't afford to keep losing. We invested so heavily into this. We need to secure this. Let's play it slow. Let's play it safe. We have all the utility we could ever hope for to hold on to this. And let's just make it smooth. Let's keep every man alive. And they need to do that. They need to build their economy. They need to shut down fnatic. With JW hitting shots like that, I didn't even see him. That is ridiculous.
What an angle as well. It's a safe one to hold. Did he connect there? He did.
Yeah.
Karrigan kind of backward domed. Don't know what he went through. Some sort of something specific there from me. As Pronex is going to be taking down Karrigan. So, 2 Ts remain. KJB and Zipnix are in prime positions to defend this retake, and that's a big shot. JW down, as is Flusher, and that is a great 2-man hold. Zipnix with the double to put it in. 2 headshots, 2 kills, and so off the back of that, TSM, you said they invested heavily, and they have managed to secure that 4th round.
Did.
That was that would have gone horribly wrong if TSM had seen that round taken away.
If JW like maybe hit that extra shot of Carrigan to give him easier time reconnecting back into the site, but nonetheless they still have the money to buy. They still have 6k on Crims and Pronax and 4k on Flusher, so they're not really hurting too much in money. But they won't be able to keep re-affording these ops time and time again. They have to not let too many of these rounds slip away. The same for TSM. They can't afford to win one, then lose one, when their economy will be back in shambles. But Crims, again, using the smoke to his advantage, pushed up, very aggressive towards Fountain. He does have Kerrigan off to his right with the bomb. And he's going to catch him out. Bomb now down. Rest of fnatic can rotate to help out, and there's actually 2 men coming up. Connector. Crims, he's in a rough spot, but he does have Olaf here to back him up.
God, this must just feel so relentless for TSM. Every time they try and gain some control, Crims is back up in their spawn. Like, he is so aggressive, as is Olaf. Just trying to maintain as much control in this middle area. Ooh, just shoulder peeking. Device does manage to bait out the shot. Intentional or not. That's trade-off. Olaf for Cajun B. He's going to find the second, and fnatic just wrap it up with such precision as well. Only losing Pronax, that's going to be the 8 now on the board for fnatic, and this is a real solid showing on the CT side.
I just feel like TSM, like once they don't get the round started the way they want, they kind of stumble. I don't know what's going on. Like, we saw them currently right there. They lost 1 man. They lost Kerrigan with Crims pushing up towards Fountain to get the kill. And then immediately from that, they're like, well, crap, how do we get back into this? What do we do? We're struggling. Like, what's going on? And fnatic take advantage of this little bit of chaos that goes on in the camp at TSM. But fnatic need to be able to recover from rounds like this, from losing that first man.
Yeah, 100%.
And now it's just a couple of PT50s and a Deagle or 2. It's going to be hard to take a site, let alone deal with Olaf Meister, who's boosted up and can hit shots like that.
All he needs to see is the head. He takes 2 before Device finally gets to him. And, I mean, fnatic are just so unfazed by these 5-man pushes from TSM. You can see he's just lingering in the smoke. Zipnik's well aware he's going to be flanked from behind as well. And that's going to be an easy 9th for fnatic to bring that victory ever closer. TSM, I mean, they've kind of been having issues with their economy since what it feels like, what, round 5?
Even the first couple of rounds, I didn't feel like TSM. I mean, the thing is, TSM kept, buying up time and time again until they finally won a round, and then they did get it, and then from there it was just kind of like, all right, well, we can't keep winning them. Like, we're not building up momentum. Yeah, we force spot time and, over multiple rounds, but if you can't, piece them together, if you can't connect the dots and wins, then you're gonna have no economy to really work with.
Okay, they have the double AWP for the D side. Cajun B and Device wielding them. We'll see if that's going to be perhaps what they were missing out on prior. Cajun B hanging around playground, wants to try and find someone aggressively pushing long. Crims has been the culprit prior to this, and actually JW doing elsewhere towards Connector. It's going to be Dupree to shut him down, and now the AWP taken away from fnatic as Flush is going to try and rotate to fill his shoes, and that's going to be a big frag as Dupree does go down.
Just something about fnatic lately. They played last week against Envious on Cash and won 16-5. I was expecting that to be a ridiculously close game, but every time I get excited for a fnatic game, they just seem to stomp. It's 9-4. It's not like that terrible of a half, for now, but the relentless aggression out of them, pushing towards Fountain, constantly getting control of this map, and TSM not really having a solid answer it's not really convincing me when it comes to TSM on the CT side. But I mean, we'll see. TSM strong CT side, especially on Overpass, but they have to make it there.
Kerrigan is convinced of Olafmeister's position and finally does find his head. Now, it's a level playing field. Just 20 seconds left on the T side, of course, and he's looking to commit towards that B side. You can see there's no chance of any sort of rotation, and Device gets such a crucial frag. He draws blood onto Falusha as the smoke comes in, as does the plant. And Device isn't going to fall for the same trick twice. He knows JW does favour that position. Of course, now just Pronax and Crims remain.
That's what I was thinking as well. I was like, well, JW's not alive. But that would have been the perfect spot to watch. And Device, he might get caught off, though. Crims is pushing up, and he does get the kill onto Device now. A 2-on-2. Zipnix and Kerrigan, can they hold on?
One from short, one from long, and it's going to be, I was going to say an easy one for Pronax. It's not, and that's a big one. Zipnix is ready. He does it again. That's the second time Zipnix has picked up 2 and secured the round for his team. And if he wasn't on, I don't think his team would have... I think that's 2 rounds secured by 1 man there for TSM.
And he's leading the team at 11 kills, 11 deaths. Next closest at 9 with Cajun B. And you have Kerrigan kind of rounding off the bottom at 4. On the other side, though, you have Olaf at 16 kills, Pronax at 5. So Pronax struggling a little bit, but again, he just recharged his batteries, getting some time in. Just a little R&R. TSM, a great showing for them in that last round, though, to hold on, to keep their composure. As it makes to secure them their 5th. But they need, I would say, another round to feel a little bit more comfortable when it comes to swapping sides, especially when pistol becomes so important then with a scoreline like this. But again, fnatic pushing straight up towards long, straight up towards Fountain. And TSM heading over towards B, towards these sewers. Well, they've already lost out on Kerrigan, but they did trade it for Pronax. So the two bottom fraggers actually dying for both teams.
Let's see how much of an effect that's going to have.
Wow.
Wow, Crim's caught with his pants down. That's a first. This Flusher's there for the return frag. This is so very important. Something Fnatic really do thrive at. It's just being ready for the trade. And you're right. 10-5 sounds an awful lot worse than 9-6.
It's just that second digit.
It makes a difference. Yeah, it really does. Whether it's in mindset, I'm sure these guys shouldn't really be too phased by that, as JW did catch a glimpse. He's flashing his way out there. He's trying to get back to side. I don't think TSM are going to make it easy for him, as he is so ready. Zipnik's down, traded out by Dupree. Big 2 for 2 now. A 2v1 as Olaf Meister onto Dupree, and it's just back and forth. This is relentless from these teams, as Device caught with the bomb in his hands.
It's now Device's turn to clutch.
Oh, Flusher!
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for...
Caster's curse.
Poor Device, I feel bad. But, oh well, it happens. Flusher, though, able to secure the round. 10-5, first half for Fnatic. Again, not a bad start for them. Again, like the whole story of that first half for me, for Fnatic, relentless aggression. And you have the side TSM being not scared. They're playing more passive, but it feels like they could have butted heads a little bit more into that area and forced Fnatic to question whether or not they should be so aggressive all the time.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there was a degree of apprehension around TSM. They were very cautious after the opening 3-4 rounds where Fnatic were just up in their grill, up towards that fountain area, even fast pushing long. There was just this sudden caution. They weren't really comfortable with trying to retake that control, and so they basically got funneled into pushes onto B.
Well, we saw why TSM wanted to go for B, every time, is because Fnatic kept two men really far back. Flusher and Pronax were just as far as they possibly could be out of sight. They constantly played for the retakes, and they had the other three on the side of Fnatic pushing up towards Fountain. But now we get to see TSM on the CT side. How can they do? Currently down 5 rounds, 5-10 at the end of that first half. Can they even things up? If Fnatic are going for a quick push over towards B. And there we go. No kills being traded for now. The bomb should get planted momentarily. We can see Kerrigan will fall off. Meister picks up a second. This man doesn't even need a Tech 9. Give him a Glock and he'll still do work, as Dupree finally able to respawn to get the first kill on the board for TSM, but Crims then shutting him down. KGB though coming in. Oh, he's behind them. They haven't spotted him out. He gets one kill. He can't get the second. Come on, KGB. He can't get. He switches to the other man's pistol. He's going to charge straight in. Picks up the kill, but no 1-on-2. No kit in his hands. This is going to be difficult. Charges straight in. Pronax picks up the kill. Wakes with an extra man under him. KGB. He lets him go. Crims just lets him walk past. What is he doing? He's playing this one so safe. He can't even see the bomb, and it will explode. He will most likely pick up the kill on KGB before it ends, and that is the 11th round on the board for Fnatic.
Crims.
Wow, just to let him jump over his head and go for that.
That's just
confidence. And to see quick enough that he didn't have a kit at the time too. Because that could have been a defuse. If he stuck that defuse, that would have been it.
That is very calm, collected play from Crims. He even managed to put a couple of bullets into his corpse to demoralize the opponent, which I'm convinced does make a difference.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So, you know how tilt people go in this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Even us, we're not perfect, but we're not definitely on their level.
4 pistols and a scout for TSM in the second round. They're going to be hungry to see what KGB can do. We saw TSM, or sorry, we more so saw KGB's work with the scout over on Dust 2 against Virtus Pro. See if we can do the same kind of thing here on Overpass. It's going to be JW v KGB, scout v scout, and KGB was in a prime position for the jump shot, but JW expected that, as you would. And now, this very scary Fnatic side are doing something that we never saw from TSM. Look how they have spread themselves out across Long and Fountain.
I think they're
we didn't see TSM have this amount of control before, but that's because Fnatic didn't let them.
Yeah, I think they're just hoping for like a quick pick somehow. JW looking for the boost behind the armored car. Unfortunately, not going to be happening for him. But TSM, I mean, they're trying to work up the backup device to get some sort of damage in now with the scout, but unfortunately hasn't really been able to. KGB was being tagged up by JW towards Long, and device will get tagged too. So 2 people on low health already. And Fnatic are now slowly starting to close their hand in onto this A site and not let go as they get the smoke off. Does block him up towards Truck. And Flusher with the P90. He's made his way through. I don't think they really spotted him out. Charges straight towards Bank. Picks up the kill on his Zipnix. And now it's going to be a bloodbath here at this A site.
Yeah, no problem for them. You put a P90 in close range and he's just going to demoralize and destroy. As Dupree just trying to keep that armor safe. Trying to potentially go on a bit of a hunt, actually. I tell a lie. Just managed to catch an AK as he drops. That's going to be a Galil. And the Fnatic boys are holding it from a very passive angle, just trying to make it as difficult as they can. Just going to be waiting for that sound. dupree's picked up 3 in this round, and he's made it costly for Fnatic, but he's realizing that there is no hope in that one. He's going to be quite happy with his Galil and armor as he backs away and saves.
I was wondering if Crims was going to chase him down, but I don't think you want to give up this AK. Not in this round. dupree will be able to maintain the Galil for the next round. All right, so Fnatic secure their 12th round on the board. TSM still sitting on 5. We did see a little bit of promising play out of them. And when it comes into their first gun run, which will be happening next round, that's when I want to see how they're going to go about this. Are they going to be aggressive and get control of Fountain like TSM or like Fnatic were on the CT side? Or are they going to play things a little bit differently, more to maybe their style?
And that's the answer we'll have a question for very shortly. Look at the contrast in frags. 24 all off 5 for Pronax. And he has been sitting pretty low on that scoreboard consistently. And one of the points I saw made before was, you know, if Flush is calling successfully, and Pronax isn't fragging. It's a discussion for the Fnatic guys. But of course he is just resting. He's taking a break from that in-game leader role, as Devilwalk did say. Still, 12 on the board for Fnatic. Things are most definitely going their way, if not just for Pronax.
It's a smart use of that gun too, realizing that dupreeh did save it from last round, so why not boost him up where he can pick up some relatively easy kills as they come through short. There we go, picks up one onto Olafmeister, so that's now a gun down. Does give him man advantage. They can't get the gun, unfortunately, just yet, I would imagine. Will be protected quite heavily. And TSM are looking for the push on towards A. This is going to be really tough to hold, but they do have dupreeh now here with the Galil to help out. And there we go, Device picks up one. That's CZ. And with 3 men to defend the site, and the 4th coming around too, Fnatic, they might not be able to get this bomb down. But with Crims picking up 2 kills just like that, and the 3rd on the Xyp9x with the spray, it makes things a whole lot easier. Kerrigan rotating back in from the backside, flanking them. And he's catching quite a few shots, but he can't get much more than that. And JW does secure one to help close out the round. 13-5. Fnatic. This is getting dangerous. This is where we find out, can TSM take the reins back?
God, it is such a mountain to climb now that Fnatic have managed to kind of bundle together so many rounds so early. That 10-5 on the half, the early 3 off the back of the pistol. 13 is such a daunting task and provides him with so little room for maneuver. As we are going to be jumping on into that first full buy for the TSM side. And they're going to be locking down a perimeter. Once again, giving Fnatic that control that they so desperately seek.
Yeah, they didn't get aggressive. They didn't go towards Fountain. They're just playing this one really passive towards A. Semi-aggressive, semi-passive towards B too, with Kerrigan pushed up towards the pillar. And like you said, giving Fnatic control of the map, and that's what worked so well from the CT side. Fnatic, when they were controlling the map, they shut down a lot of these rounds. I don't know how this is going to work out for them. This is going to be tough. They need to hit their shots. And that's the way to start off with the Kerrigan picking up Crims.
And it's so interesting to contrast the TSM defense to the Fnatic's, considering especially how successful Fnatic's CT side was. And just how much room TSM are currently giving them. That should be an easy kill for dupreeh. What? It's not. Pronax so quick to react. Takes the brain of dupreeh. And now the 4 Ts for Fnatic are starting to commence their push. JW opens up with the scout. KJME now down, and these 2 remaining TSM players are going to have to do everything in their power to try and bring this round home.
And he gets away. Xyp9x, actually no, he doesn't get away. Xyp9x though, able to pick up the kill on a JW. And he was able to pull off a 1v2 clutch before on that T side. Will he be able to do it yet again? And it's like he's not even going to bother trying to save the gun. But here we go. Coming out of bank, Olaf, Flusha, and Pronax to deal with. Alright, so he will go for the save. He will take this into the 14th round for Fnatic. TSM, I don't get what's going on. Again, they're like the kryptonite of Fnatic, winning 14 times out of the 18 times they've met in 2015. And they just seem to be struggling.
Fnatic are just on point. That's what needs to be said. That's the kind of the main thing we need to highlight here is, I mean, we've seen them post such strong results in this league already. Their victory against Dignitas was really impressive. They've been posting strong performances against Envious as well. 16-5 was it on Cash?
Yeah, 16-5.
So I mean that's incredible from Fnatic, and they're just doing it again. These huge names: TSM, Dignitas, Envious, and they're just besting them with such incredible.
They don't need sleep. They just came back from GMAC Tours like 2 days ago, and they're still able to play at this kind of level. It's It's scary. It really is scary. But now going into potentially the penultimate round for fnatic, as they do have the op in the hands of JW, and we're seeing TSM buy everything they possibly can. KGB needs to make a big play with that scout. They're still, again, not being aggressive towards Fountain, not trying to gain any sort of control, maybe because they don't have the utility to do that. But dupreeh, he could start things off well. Gets the kill at JW. That's the op now out of his hands, looking for maybe the second, as he will just back away for now as Pronax is trying to work over towards this long area. And he can't connect the shot onto device.
Yet. That is, as Pronax is just still weaving around. Great connection from Olaf, just emerging through the smoke through that door. Aggressive play once again from the top fragger. Just about. Crim's one frag behind him. Just now this double scout from TSM needs to come up big. It's close, but not close enough. Takes a chunk out of Olaf. 28 points of health for him, 9 for Crims. But they're still standing and still shooting, as now Xyp9x and KGB have got to do something magical. That's a start. Xyp9x onto Crims. As now he's well aware of flusha's position. The nade confirms it. He's going to back away as he realizes that Xyp9x is going to be well and truly aware.
Oh, they're leaving Olaf to lurk while Flush and Pronax rotate over towards the A site, where KGB will be the man to defend against this with just a scout. And he's got 100 HP on the 2 people coming his way. Maybe if it's Olaf coming, it would be a little bit easier, but he needs to catch a headshot. He gets it on a Pronax. He does shut them down. Now Flusha doesn't know where to go. He's rotating back towards B, realizing that Olaf has pushed his way through. He has the time to get the bomb there, but can KGB and Xyp9x hold on to this? It's going to be most certainly an after-plant situation. But it comes down to... Oh, Flusha just dodging bullets, but it comes down to, can they pull off the retake?
fnatic, just time just seems to be no problem for them. They can do anything they want. They can operate within their own boundaries, it seems. As 15 is now on the board from fnatic, and TSM, whew, what have they got? 3Ks across the board. They're going to just scrape together what they can, and you can see already being highlighted there by the observer. 18 is, I mean, 18 to 23, the top 4 fraggers, very little separating them. Pronax a different story, but you know, when the rest of his team are fragging as heavily as they are, it's not so necessary.
Yeah, that's 100% true. And in the meantime, we do have dupreeh picking up the Mag 7. Pushing down through connector. Olaf will be waiting, though, with the help of that flashbang to buy a little bit of time. As fnatic do go for 4-man push out towards long. Or actually, KGB is going to be the one waiting. Ooh. He could come out big. All he needs to do is pick up these first couple of kills, but he's got no armor. He picks up the first kill, but will be shut down by Pronax. Now the call's being made. Guys, they're hitting A. Get back up there as quick as you possibly can, while Olaf still going for this lurk. He's going to just barely miss out on catching dupreeh rotate. The rest of fnatic now. Let's see if Xyp9x can stop this push from coming. The smoke going to buy him a little bit of cover. Just try to make his way through. No, device though coming in from the backside, picks up the AK. He's gonna get a free shot on a JW. He finally does connect. And now Olaf and Pronax, the last 2 alive, as Olaf is sitting inside of restrooms. He knows where the bomb is planted, but can he pick up the kills? He's gonna spot the first one. He gets him, but device comes out with the op. And TSM keeping their hopes alive, gonna net themselves their 6th round, first on the CT side. And fnatic, I mean, they have so many match points to work with. TSM have to go on a giant roll if they want to tie things up and bring it into overtime.
Yeah, I mean, that is, and I don't know, what's bigger than a mountain? How about like a fiery mountain? Let's say like, this is like a volcano.
Fiery mountain?
Yeah, a volcano. That's how in my mind, that's it. Hey man, let's not bring tectonics plates into this. Let's just talk about fiery mountains. Either way, they've got a volcano to mount right now. 15 rounds to 6, as they have got serious trouble brewing for the TSM boys. Just 1 round, 1 mistake.
We're seeing them get aggressive, though. Like, they're starting to push up towards Fountain. They finally did switch things on and try to get in the face of fnatic to catch them off guard, but fnatic, unfortunately, are not there. They're over towards B. JW playing safe. Over towards Playground, just waiting for them to peek him. And that nade, oh, not really connecting too well onto dupreeh. fnatic, they still seem to be playing very calm. KGB, oh, he's just in a perfect position to back up dupreeh if they do push him down. But let's see. Time is taken away. Olaf, he's going to come in the corner with dupreeh. He needs to pick up this kill. He needs some momentum going, and he gets the kill on Olaf. And that does give him that man advantage that they desperately need into this round.
So, opening pick provided. That's going to mean that they do know there's a little bit of a pressure relief around that connector area. Not too much, though. You can see Crims is just lurking in front of that door, and the wallbang's going to come out, ensuring that fnatic are well and truly aware that there is still a presence from dupreeh.
Oh, Pronax, though, he's on the A site. JW, though, does respawn with the kill. And finally, Pronax hasn't spot up, but he's able to get the kill onto Xyp9x, though, in return. And
oh, no.
And now it's just on Device and Kerrigan in a 2-on-4 situation. And Device, he's got to pick up this kill like Pronax, but he can't connect. And now Kerrigan, the last man alive. Can he do anything about this? 20 seconds to go, the bomb will make its way in towards B, and Kerrigan has to worry about Pronax. He has to worry about where he is. He thinks the bomb is going to be over towards A, but as we can see, it's currently not going to be, and he gets flanked from the back. Pronax closes things out, and that's a 16-6 scoreline.
Fnatic looks strong, man. Like
Fnatic
that.
are killing me. I keep hoping for these really close games whenever Fnatic plays, like Envious and now TSM, and they just... it's a landslide.
Yeah.
It's a fiery landslide.
It's a volcano-y landslide, yeah. But yeah, no, Fnatic, they just kind of, they gave TSM a masterclass on how to play CT side and Overpass there. So aggressive and so successful. Like, admittedly, Fnatic are no stranger to taking risks on their CT sides. But doing it against a team like TSM, doing it in the ESL ESEA Pro League, even said it fast, it's, I mean, true credit to them. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I think the problem now comes into TSM. They played 2 games today. Played against Virtus Pro, they went 16-9, where they lost, unfortunately. Now they've lost 16-6 against Fnatic on Overpass. And now they're going into their final match of the day, a triple header for them, against Titan. I mean, they haven't put up good scorelines all day. Like, is it going to change?
Neither have Titan, though. So we'll see how that one's going to play for them. I'm pretty sure they're at a boot camp right now. They've been at a boot camp, or are they boot camping?
I'm not sure.
I saw a picture of them. Yeah, I think they're boot camping at bot camp for Gfinity, which you've already said is coming up. So they're going to be playing together. Maybe that's going to help them pick that one up. We'll see. Either way, that's going to be coming up straight after the break. That's also going to be on Inferno, and I hope you're looking forward to that one as much as we are. Let's see if TSM can break this curse, it seems, from today's games, and we'll see you soon.